Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. As Hearn says, he used DAZN as the intermediary for negotiations between him and promoter Lou DiBella to broker a deal for George Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney battle in June. Hearn revealed that they had a good week of talks, and he says DAZN wants to ensure that they get the deal for Haney to face IBF, WBA, WBC Franchise, WBO lightweight champion George Kambosos. ESPN reported last week that Vasily Lomachenko has agreed to a two-final deal with Kambosos, and those two were likely to be fighting in early June in Australia. But if what Hearn says is true about DAZN having good talks with Lou DiBella, Haney could still have an outside chance of getting the Kambosos fight. According to Hearn, DAZN doesn't want Vasily Lomachenko to be the one that faces Kambosos because there is an excellent chance of him beating the Australian. Once the top-ranked promoter Lomachenko captures the 4 belts in Kambosos' possession, he will bring the titles back to ESPN. Haney would then have the last remaining title, not in possession of an ESPN fighter, and obviously, that would be a bad idea to let him anywhere near Lomachenko. We had a good week of talks. DAZN got in the middle. It's very important for them to make this fight happen, because if it is Lomachenko against Kambosos, Loma is a big favorite in this fight, and all the belts could go back over to ESPN, said Hearn. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 200 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. So, DAZN has been very proactive to try and make the Devin Haney versus George Kambosos fight, said Hearn. It's a fight they want badly, it's a fight they want to make happen. We are going back with features and bits and pieces. I think DAZN is acting like a good middleman, buffer between myself and Lou DiBella, rather than Lou losing his rack and me being stubborn. It's a good model to use where we can all be sensible and see if there are any lags to get it over the line. The offers go backward and forwards with DAZN, and I think we have a good shot at it. I think George Kambosos is playing a game. Who is it going to be? But he wants to be the clear-cut undisputed, and he can only do that in a fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney stood up and said, I will take the same money as Lomachenko, so no excuses. Devin is on the case big time. He doesn't want to lose this fight and lose the opportunity. That's why he wanted to speak up, because there is a lot of bullshit floating around from people, and he wanted to clear up the situation. He is ready to go to Australia, and he is ready to take even less money than Joseph Diaz. This is for the Undisputed Championship. So that should tell you everything you need to know about whether Devin Haney wants this fight, said Hearn. Josh Taylor, if Tank Davis wants to call self a champion, the only way is face myself. Max Kellerman wore a devil's grin as he lobbed a proverbial softball toward Josh Taylor. The undisputed junior welterweight champion, well aware of the response the host sought for his televised boxing show, promptly delivered the challenge to Gervonta Davis. Well, if he wants to call himself a champion, the only way he can do that is face myself, Taylor told Kellerman for the newest episode of his half-hour show, which premieres each Friday afternoon on ESPN. And there is no way, I don't think him or his team wanna put him in with a real, serious threat with anyone soon. So, well, we've yet to see Tank Davis and with a serious fighter at his own weight, and so we will see how he fares and competes against someone when he is in an even match. With a record of 26-0, including 24 knockouts, Davis is considered one of the sport's most dangerous knockout artists. The Baltimore native has consistently drawn criticism However, for winning WBA secondary titles in 3 weight classes, only to bypass fights against the boxers considered true WBA champions in those respective divisions, Taylor commonly considered one of the sport's 10 best. Pound for pound, is the WBA champion at the 140-pound limit. Davis defeated Mario Barrios by 11th round technical knockout to win the WBA World Super Lightweight title June 26. San Antonio's Barrios was unbeaten before Davis dropped him 3 times and stopped him in their Showtime pay-per-view main event. Taylor had already established himself as the division's undisputed champion 5 weeks prior to Davis' victory, when he knocked Jose Ramirez to the canvas twice and won their 12th round, 140-pound title unification bout by unanimous decision, May 22, at Virgil Hotel's Las Vegas. The Scottish southpaw retained his IBF and WBA belts by beating Ramirez, and won the WBC and WBO crowns from him. Taylor, 31, is scheduled to make a mandated defense of his WBO junior welterweight title against unbeaten British southpaw Jack Catterall on February 26. Davis doesn't have a fight scheduled, though his handlers are expected to revisit a fight with mandatory challenger Orlando Romero. Davis and Romero of North Las Vegas, Nevada, were supposed to headline a Showtime pay-per-view event December 5 at Staples Center in Los Angeles, but Mexico's Isaac Cruz replaced Romero as Davis' opponent barely a month in advance of their scheduled bout because Romero was investigated for an alleged sexual assault in Henderson, Nevada. Charges were not filed against Romero, who is the WBA's #1 contender in that case. The 27-year-old Davis defeated Cruz by unanimous decision, yet Cruz tested the powerful southpaw in that 12th round fight for Davis' WBA World Lightweight title. A Gervonta Davis-Vasily Lomachenko lightweight matchup is music to Kelvin Ford's ears. Ford, the longtime trainer of Baltimore's Davis, recently expounded his thoughts about that hypothetical pairing. Ford, the longtime trainer of Baltimore's Davis, recently expounded his thoughts about that fight. A Davis-Lomachenko all-southpaw fight would obviously garner massive attention as one of the best fights one could make in the competitive lightweight division, but like so many of the most intriguing matchups in the sport, it is hampered by politics. Davis is promoted by premier boxing champions, while Lomachenko is backed by rival entity Top Rank. Discord aside, count Ford, as well as Davis, as a fan of that fight. We waited on that fight, you know what I'm saying? Ford says. We waited on that fight, like I said, it's gonna be a chess match. A Davis-Lomachenko bout has been floated as a possibility for a number of years, stretching back to when Davis was still campaigning at 130 pounds. But it doesn't appear serious negotiations ever took place. Davis, moreover, acknowledged at one point that his handles, Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather Jr., were not in a rush to put him into a fight with the Ukrainian after they had a plan in place to groom him into a direction. Me and Floyd, we actually talked about it, Davis said in 2019, referring to the Lomachenko fight. Even me and Al Haymon talked about it, you know? But it's about making it at the right time. Everything don't happen overnight. We know that Al Haymon and top-ranked cat Bob Arum, they did business together before, but it'd be hard making fights with them too. But I am just a student of the game. I have a great team, I'm just following their lead. Now the two-time Olympic gold medal winner is the front-runner to face unified lightweight champion George Kambosos, who initiated Lopez last year. Ford made it clear that Lomachenko is still an attractive proposition in his team's eyes. I don't know if Loma gonna take the chances that he takes with other fighters as he does with Tank Davis, but that's like a mega fight, to tell you the truth, Ford said. That's the fight people been waiting on, said Ford. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.